Hello, good morning. How are you today, my friend? I am Protulia Xeta-Llouns, and this is Mexican Allies for the 10th day of the Trezene Ehecatl, the Trezene of the cane. Today is 10 wind. Yesterday it was crocodile, and it was the 9th day that is sponsored by the god of the wind, Ehecatl. And today is the day Ehecatl, the day wind, and it's sponsored the day Ehecatl by Quetzalcoatl, that very well-known god for everybody. However, the 10th day of every Trezene is sponsored by Tezcatlipoca, and the god of the wind, the Ehecatl, is also one of the forms of Tezcatlipoca. So today we have Tezcatlipoca everywhere, just like we have the wind everywhere. I don't know if you noticed, but the last days it has been very windy. Why? I don't know. The wind always brings news from different places, and also it's a sign of change. You know how they say the wind is changing, and also when the wind shifts, also the ships shift, right? Because they take the ships in another direction. So what is going on with the wind? In a Trezene cane, with this element, this plant, this creature that holds all the elements of the universe in itself and integrates them. The wind, how can a cane integrate the wind? You can think, well, it's only passing by outside the cane. It just caresses and touches the cane from the outside. Yeah, well, this could be true if the cane is there planted, and of course it's gonna bring the cane many things, at least good temperature to grow good. And but if you take a cane and you transform it, you take all the inside out, and you put some holes on it, and then you blow in it. You have a flute, and then you have music, and music transformates people, and also it has transformed the cane. The cane never thought that she could produce this sound so beautiful. So nothing is what it seems, right? And this is what Tezcatlipoca teaches us. He teaches us about how nothing is what it seems. You know, this is the smoking mirror he has with him. Does this? The word, the breath we have is more important than we think. You know, in Spanish, there's this expression that says dar aliento, to give breath, so to speak. And it means that you encourage someone or something to do something. Dar aliento means that you kind of like cheer people, right? But how do you cheer them? Is it you're gonna put some very tiny skirt and some pom-poms and you're going to jump up and down? Well, this is one way to do it, but the best way to do this is with words that are good, that make people go. This is to give breath, because when you talk, your breath, well, I know it's obvious what I'm saying, but it's not that obvious if you think about it. You think you're giving words, when in fact what you're giving people is a breath of life, right? So what is the wind in the day wind in this Trezene? Is you blow on things so they can go in the right direction, and not only in the right direction but also in the right speed, because it's a very, very harsh wind. You may even turn them down. But if it's a right wind, they are fresh, they have a well, nice smells, a fresh environment, and also you kind of push them a little bit, like, hey, why you should go in this direction, in a very, very polite way, and respectful, that allows them also to take their own routes, and you're present with them and touching them without actually, well, you move them, but you touch them in a different way, because even though wind touches you from the outside, well, if it's cold or warm enough, it will touch you on the inside too. It will warm your body, or chill your bones, right? So it's very important, the wind and how it blows on you. The most important thing in this day, when Tezcatlipoca is present, is that you should remember that there is more to anything than just what you see. Because the cane could be a cane, but it's also a flute. And the wind can be only wind, but it's also fuel for advancing. And the word may seem just like a word, but a word can either give life or kill, and there is nothing that you can do about it, because once you've given death to something, is death. But also, indisputably, if you give life to something, it will be alive. So what are you going to decide today? To give words of wisdom and life, or the kind of words that end up with things? It's a choice always. The important thing is that you share it with the people you love the most, and there are people who need a harder wind to understand, so you speak to them harshly, but not enough to kill, okay? And the other people need soft words, so I think the best is to ask Quetzalcoatl today. He was a very wise king, to give you the wisdom to realize which words go in which direction, so they can blow into the right vessel and produce beautiful music, and clean, and produce life. Have a nice day, and eat something delicious, like always. See you next time.